Hey everybody, Realtor Dad. So another question we get a lot is, with the real estate market, are we heading for a crash? I think it's important to in order to talk about that, to understand the difference between a crash and a cycle and when a crash actually happens. So a crash, what two things I would talk about with a crash would be the dot com bubble in the late 90s, and also the real estate markets in 2007, 2008, 2009. What happened with both of those circumstances was the values were artificially pumped up, right? They were going up, 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 pretty much straight up. They were pushed to a level that was so high artificially, right? And that's the big word. And to learn how that was done, two movies I would definitely recommend you watch would be Too Big to Fail, and that is a movie about how the government handled the crash after it happened and what they did to kind of save the economy and everything, and the emergencies that were going on when the crash actually happened. But even better, I would watch a movie called The Big Short, and that's going to explain how artificially the real estate market was pushed up so high for like 6, 7 years from 2001 through 2007, just straight up, and it was crazy, and it was way overvalued. A crash happened, right? So a crash is, it goes way, way up and straight down, right? That's going to be your crash, and it stays at a very low level for a long time before it starts coming back up. So that's a crash, right? A cycle is a very natural thing that happens. Cycles happen in the real estate market, they happen in the stock market. Rarely do you go straight up in a straight line. You go up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. And more than likely, that's what I see is going to happen with the real estate market over, the next many years. The reason being is the big difference between what's going on now and what's going on, or what happened back then, is people's ability to buy a home. It's true. They're not being put into loans they can't afford. Matter of fact, they can probably afford more than they're actually buying. And a lot of that has to do with the very low interest rates we're seeing right now in the 2.5 to 3%, because people can, on a monthly basis that have solid jobs, good income, they can afford more homes than they could a year ago, 2 years ago, when rates were 3%, 4%, 5%, right? So the lower the interest rate goes, the more home a person can afford. The more home they can afford, the supply and demand kind of starts to take over, that the prices get pushed up a little bit. Like anything else you invest in over a long period of time, real estate may, in 3 years, it may come back down just a little bit, level off, but then it's gonna go back up, maybe come back down, level off. It's gonna go through cycles, but we're certainly not seeing a crash coming. And all indications are the economy's going to stay strong, the interest rates are going to stay low, inventory is at historical lows. So we just think that the real estate market's going to be solid for many years to come. It may go through a small cycle or two, but we see no crash coming in the real estate market. And Lisa, this one's definitely for you. All right?
Ready.
All right, you ready? Okay. Where does a general keep his armies?
I don't know.
In his sleeveys.
Oh.